Yo, guys, welcome to another video. And in this video, we're going to have a little look at this dirt cheap little RC car, which is actually one of my favourites. It's actually one of the first Banggood specials that I've ever done. And when I first got my first one, I thought it was going to be a load of junk. And when I got it, I was pleasantly surprised. And I haven't played with one for a few years now. And I've had this one sat there all boxed up for the past couple of years, not unboxed it. So I thought now I might as well do it live. I'm going to give you a little bit of techno-babble, but not too much. If you want to know the full techno-babble, all the specifications, and where you can get one from, there's going to be a link down below. And it's pretty cheap. And so I'm recording this video live, even though for most of you guys, you're going to be watching it as a replay. So we do have a few comments up on the screen here. So we're going to go and get a few comments. But first of all, let's get this car unboxed. Have a little play with it, and if there's anything that you want to see, then have a little think now, and then we'll have a little question and answers after we've unboxed it and had a little play with it. So this is well, everyone refers to it as a WL Toys, and oh, it is a WL Toys, yes. So this is WL Toys A959, and they do a few different versions, and I think this one is the best one, and I will show you why in a minute. So let's pull him out of there. Get him out of there. Come on, out you come. Oh, take 10. See, when we do a video normally and we edit, we can edit all these boring bits out. But when we're doing it live, we can't. If it's stuck in the box, it's stuck in the box. It doesn't want to come out. What's going on? Doesn't want to come out. But on the plus side, you guys get to see an unedited video. You can see exactly how good the car is. And for me, oh, there we go. Look, they've sellotaped it to the box. Now it'll come out. And there's less work for me having to edit it. And also over my main channel, I want to keep the main channel more for the more higher end RC cars. I want to do more sort of like real cars, monster trucks. When we get the new property, we want to do more project cars. Like I want to build a Cosworth Mini with a Cosworth engine. I've got loads of projects going on. Right, let's get him out of there. Get him out of there. Someone's already said it in the comments, it's junk. Nope, not junk. I've had a few of these and they've been to the skate park. They've all been abused. And I don't think I've ever really broken one properly. If I have, I can't remember, but it's a couple of years since I had a little play with these. There we go. Some of you guys are saying about the sound being a bit funny. The trouble is, the problemo is, guys, is the iPhone. If I flip it round and I stand behind it, now the sound's going to be better. I don't know why with the iPhone, when you record a live stream, it's only picking up the microphone from this side. No, from the other side, sorry. So when I turn it around this way and have a chat with you guys, then the microphone sucks. So if I flip the camera around and talk to you with the front-facing camera, then the audio should suddenly get better. Someone says, are you on Wi-Fi? Quality sucks. Yes, I am on Wi-Fi. And I can see on my screen here, and it's perfect. So it must be your end. Must be your end. Someone else goes, absolutely junk. You get what you pay for. These are a cool little car for the money. I mean, you could say an X-Max is junk, couldn't you? You could say anything's junk. You know, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's junk. You know, just because you're on the level of having X-Maxes. Oh, we've got no batteries left. Just because you're on the level of having X-Maxes doesn't mean that everybody else is. You know, everyone's got to start the hobby somewhere. And if you go out and start calling stuff junk just because you've got something better, then, I don't know, it doesn't really make you a very nice person, does it really? Because not everybody can afford to have an X-Max. And to then talk down at other people that have cheaper cars that maybe can't afford an X-Max, and to put yourself above them to think that you're better, nah, it's not very nice, is it, really? So, no good being proud of yourself for that one. All right, AAs we need, not AAAs. If something really is junk, I'll say it. I'll happily say it if something really is junk. But, you know, and you can see this video live, and you will see exactly if it's junk or not in a minute. Live. And it might actually be junk, look. Looks like we've got some damage out the box already, look. These are dented, and if they are dented and they're broken, it's not going to work. So maybe you're right, maybe it is junk. But no, I've had a lot of these, and they've all been good. And I'll show you some other ones in a minute. Hey, got Nobbet in the house. What's going on? Let's get the old batteries in there. Seeing that this is sat for so long, I don't even know if there's going to be any charge in the LiPo in here. They should come storage charge. And after a couple of years, there should still be something in there. Right. People saying about the B version. This is the normal version. I mean, if you have a look on the box here, look. Have a look on the box. You get some different ones. You get the rally cars, you get the little monster trucks, and you get the buggies, and you get the short courses. So this is the A959A. And the A is the one with the smaller motor. I would say this one is the better one. That I would say is definitely the better one, because they do one with a bigger motor, a 540. Let's get these out so I can show you these as well. Donkey down somewhere. Donkey down somewhere. So this one's a little short course, a little Joey. I've had him out a little bit more recently, and he seems to do really well on the skate park. There we go. Here's the monster truck version, and if we get that body off, you can have a little comparison. Same chassis, but bigger motor. So look, you compare the motor there. A lot of people say, well, you might as well get the B because the B's got the bigger motor. I disagree. I prefer the one with the smaller motor, because the smaller motor is lighter. The motor in these are so big, it makes it handle a bit funny, it makes the whole car heavier, and it's overpowered. It's too much for a small car. That's perfect. You'll see in a minute if it works. It might not work. This one might well be junk, this one. Right, put that on there. Put that back on there. Put the old clippage back in there so we don't lose them. What else we got in the comments going on? Make it brushless. Do you know what? I was planning on doing a little brushless conversion kit on one, but they go so well on the stock motor. I don't think you'd really want it much faster. I'd say it's perfect on that motor. Perfect. I mean, if we have a little look in here, I did get a brushless motor that I was going to fit a little while ago, and we ended up putting it into like one of the Lego projects or something. I can't remember, went into something. So that was going to go in there, but then it never really happened. I don't know why it never happened. I suppose we've got so much stuff going on, we can't do everything. Right. Let's plug him in then and see what happens. We've done enough waffling. We've been waffling for 7 minutes and we haven't even turned it on yet. I mean, why anyone is still in the stream, I don't know. If I'd have been watching this, I would have been gone a long time ago. So, get that in there like that. Right, plug him in. Plug him in. Switch him on. And nothing. oh no, we're blinking. You might be right. Maybe it is junk. This one may well be junk. That'll shut me up, won't it, eh? That'll put a sock in it, won't it, if it actually is junk. But that is what the good thing is, we're doing a live video. You guys can actually see what is happening. And maybe the battery is flat because it's been sat for so long, but it is blinking, look. Yeah, I've got some blinkage going on. Don't know why it's not working then. Right, back on with that. Back on with that. Oh, that was a bit better. It just steered. Ah, there we go. Hey, we're off. We are off. Phew. Right, so we got the steering. Steering on these, you've got plenty of speed and power. Not the most turning circle, but adequate. Then power-wise, look at that. Look at the speed of that. And when you jump these, they got good air control as well, which is not really that common for these smaller cars. There's no oil in the shocks. They are really spongy, but you can put oil in it. And we did actually do it to one of these. I can't remember which one. Was it this one? Yeah, it might have been this one. Or was it that one? I know I remember on one video I put thicker oil in. No, see? That's how they are stock. Boing. And this one here hasn't got the body clips in there, so it's hard to do it. This one here, I put oil in the shocks and it lands nicer. Bomb. Ignore that because it's not clipped on. All right, that in there, that in there. What have you guys been up to today? Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you guys have been doing. Get that body on there. They two different colour schemes of this car, by the way. I'll put a link to it down below. The other one is this colour scheme here. That's the first one that I had, actually. And this is actually the car that got me the most views. If you have a look at my main channel, that car got like 10 million views. I don't know why, because it's like the worst video I ever made. How it got those views, I have no idea. It probably took me about a couple of hours of filming, probably a couple of hours of editing, boom. And other times you spend like a whole week making a video, no one watches it. Alright, and as usual, we can ramp it straight off of the table. So if it breaks, you're going to see right away. Man, it's got some power. Dan, Bearded RC's in the house. How you doing, dude? Right. Right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, and it landed. So look at the speed of that. It's a little brush cart. It's dirt cheap. It's simple. Not much to go wrong with it. Because it's brushed, because a lot of these cars, they, you know, like the one that I've done a little unboxing on yesterday. Well, this one was good. That one was brushed. But these ones here that are brushless, some of them, they cog really badly. Whilst this one doesn't. And for a small car, look, does it really need to be brushless? Let's get that off of there before I trip over on it. I mean, does it really need to be brushless for like a little indoor car? I mean, it's pretty quick. All right, let's get it in here. Actually, why not get it outside? We've still got a little bit of daylight left. Let's get it out here. Right, out you come. See, Sunday's always good out here because we're actually on an industrial estate. We are on the industrial estate, and on a weekday we can't really come up here because this is full of people up here and we can't play with RC cars out here on a normal day. But look at that, look. Meow. See, why is that junk? Let's jump it off the roof of Andy. Whoever said it's junk is just jealous. Get it on there. If that was junk, it would definitely not survive off of there, would it? If it was really junk, it would definitely not survive off of jumping off of Andy. I mean, it might not survive, we don't know. But when we do something extreme, it might survive, it might not. All right, we're going to jump it at the Rover. Actually, I'm going to try and land on the roof of the Rover. Probably definitely not going to make it, but... All right, here we go. Ready? 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 Oh! Where did it go? That's it. Look at that. Look, what is junk about that? Look at it, it's ripping. You don't need a bigger motor. You don't need a brushless one. It handles good. The steering trim's a bit out. We can adjust that. The steering trim on these buttons here. Oh, wrong way. That way. Right, does that go straighter? Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. So it handles pretty good. It's pretty fast, pretty lively. Good battery life. This has not even been charged. This is it out the box. Look at that. What do you guys reckon? Give me a little note in the comments. Do you think, for cheapo, what would you give it out of 10? What would you give it out of 10? Give me a comment down below what you would give that car out of 10. 10. Someone says 7 out of 10. Someone says 8, 7. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. For a cheapo, you can't compare it to an X-Max. X-Max is like $1,000. This thing is like under $100. And probably in this slicker surface, we'll probably be able to rip a donut out of it as well. Look at that, donuts. And what about Staircase of Doom? Staircase of Doom is always a good durability tester. You know, it goes well on the carpet. It goes well outdoors. I haven't got any grass around here, but I do know they do work on grass. Not really long grass, but they do work on grass. Right, here we go. Staircase of Doom. I mean, this is probably one of my favourite cheap RC cars, I would say. I mean, I'm split between that and the Rampage. Right, ready? Ready? Flat out. Oh, look at it. It takes it. It takes it. Right, let's have a little look over it in detail and see if we can find any damage from all that abuse. Right, let's get that lid off and have a look what is going on inside. Right, let's have a look. It moves lovely. The drive shafts are all perfectly straight. No binding going on. Suspension still moves lovely. I mean, I would put some oil in those shocks. That will make them perform a bit better. Wings good. Chassis good. I mean, it's all good. What more can you want from a little cheapo? Look at it. What more? What more could you possibly want from a cheapo? I know I'm sounding like I'm trying to sell it now. But, you know, if you like a product, then it's good to be vocal about it. Same as the X-Max, same as the Raminator. Absolutely love them. And for a cheapo, cannot fault it. All right, what questions have some of you guys got? Give me some questions if you want to know anything about it. It's four-wheel drive. I forgot to say, look. How cheap is it? It's different in every country. So if you put a link, I've put a link down below where you can get one from. And there is a link where you can get a cheaper one with only one battery, but they only had one left. So I'll put the link down below to one of these. It comes with 2 batteries. You're probably better off with 2. If you're going out somewhere and you've only got 1 battery and you run out, you're done. Charge 2 up, you get double the fun. Someone says backflip. I haven't really got a wall to backflip here at the minute. Got stuff everywhere. The wall we done it on yesterday didn't really work properly. Have you got the Rampage? I've got a few Rampages. I've got one here. This one here, it's a bit broken because we dropped it from a drone from like maximum height. 400 foot that dropped and it still worked. So I like them both. I mean, it's a tough one. When I play with this one, I think to myself, yeah, this one's much better. Then I play with this one and I think this one's better. I mean, I don't know. I like them both. It's hard to make my mind up. Really hard to make my mind up. This feels like it handles better, I believe. I can't remember. I'll have to wait until I get the Rampage out again to know. But I like them both. Spare parts, yes, there's spare parts out there. Many spare parts out there. Robert, you're getting boring. I know you think it's junk. Not everyone's got as much money as you with your flash car and your thumbnail. Are there RPM arms that fit those little W toes? I don't think there's any need. I've never broken an arm, I don't think, on one of these. I mean, I don't think I've ever broken one. Maybe I have. I can't remember, but I don't think I've ever broken one. Do Typhon TLR and make it 8S? Maybe not enough people have really asked for it, really, so maybe. Put bigger tyres on it, please. Well, if you want the bigger tyre one, you can get this one here. This is the A... Which one's that one? This is it on the box, which one that one is. That's the A979. The A979, that's the monster truck one. So if you want to see the one with bigger wheels on, then have a look at this one. And there is videos of all of these cars actually on the main channel. Does it come with charger? Yes, comes with charger. Let's get him out. Have a little look in there. Look, bish bash bosh. There's your charger. You're probably going to need an adapter depending where you're from. This is a European one. Comes with a little wheel wrench as well. You do need to supply your own AA's though. They do not come with it. Great little car for big kids and little kids. Great value for money. That's it. I mean, if you had a few of these and a few friends racing along, I mean, you can have fun at any age group. If you like RCs, then, you know, this could be some good fun. Full metal conversion kit cost $20. I have got, and I did start doing the metal conversion kit actually, and it made it really stiff. Put the metal diffs inside it, and it feels a bit rough now. So I don't know. I'd prefer it stock. I wouldn't waste my money on the metal upgrades. What kind of mileage do you get on salad oil? I think someone's referring to the fuel that I'm running Andy on. So Andy the Landy is an old diesel, all mechanical, no electrics. And at the moment, he's running on cooking oil. This is sunflower oil. At the moment, it's on special offer in Tesco's. It's like £1 a litre. So it's like almost 50p a litre cheaper than normal diesel. I didn't buy it to save money, but we had a fuel shortage here in the UK, and a lot of people couldn't get any fuel. And all the petrol stations here around where I live around here, they were all closed. And one petrol station was open, and it had massive queues, massive lines all the way down the road. You probably have to wait there for 2 or 3 hours, and then there might not even be any. So I just went into the shop, bought a load of cooking oil, and I've been running Andy the Landy on cooking oil for probably about 3 or 4 weeks now. Does it actually work? It does work. Oh, I can show you Andy running if you want. If you want to see Andy the Landy running, we can show you if we can find the keys. Hold on, where's Andy's keys? Where's Andy the Landy's keys? He's up here. Here we go. Here's Andy the Landy's keys. Staircase of Doom. I'll show you how well Andy runs. When it's cold, Andy doesn't really like starting. So bear in mind, that is what is in Andy's fuel tank. If any of you guys don't know who Andy is, it's Andy the Landy. Andy the Land Rover. In there, full of that cooking oil. Yeah. So, there we go. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? There you go. Listen to that. Turn the copyright off. Listen to him run. Let's have a little look in here. Let's get the old bonnet open on the hood. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of black stuff coming out, but it's cold. When it warms up, it clears up a little bit. Running good. Does it smell like French fries? Yes, it does. It smells like a chip shop. Once it warms up, that clears up and it runs lovely. But it's running lovely anyway. Can't knock it. Look at that. Runs perfect. Can't fault it. Look, there's all the old barrels, look. There's the old ones that have gone in there, look. How many does it eat? Don't know. I think it's like, I don't even know how much. I mean, probably, don't know. No idea. I think it's an 80-litre tank. So probably 16 of them, maybe, to fill it up. I don't know. Haven't counted. I might be wrong. Eric says, wow, how does it run on cooking oil? Well, back in the olden days, when the diesel engine was first invented, it was invented actually so that farmers can make their own fuel out of peanut oil. So the original diesel engines, the old school ones, they were made to run on peanut oil. So most veggie oils will run in old diesels. Hey, you got Craig Stone in the house. How you doing, Craig? Have you got your gearbox ordered yet? Craig Stone is the one with the Mark 1 Escort, that crazy Cosworth powered one, and he blew the gearbox up in Santa Pod. So have a look on his channel. You see him blow it up on there. I saw it earlier. So I think he's going to put a straight cut box in there. Get a light and flywheel as well, Craig. Light and flywheels in Cozzies sound wicked. So vegetable oil in old diesels, they love it. It's only when it gets really cold, I think the oil gets a little bit too thick to go through the injectors, and it can be a little bit of a tough time to get it running. But once it's started, once you're running, the injector warms up and it runs perfect. Daniel says, definitely we'll order the car, Kev. I mean, if you want a cheap little car, I mean, we've had these at the skate park as well, and they've taken the abuse. I just don't want to die. I mean, I might have had a hinge pin pop off once. We put it back in, but nothing lasts forever. Everything can break, but Craig guys, we're not all rich. I thought he's getting a straight cut gearbox anyway. See if the laminator can tow Andy. I reckon it could if you geared it down. You can't run straight oil in the tank. Oh, Robert knows it all, doesn't he? Robert knows everything with his flash car in the thumbnail. He's a Mr. Know-it-all, that one. Everyone tells me I can't run cooking oil in Andy, but he runs on it. You saw there he's running on it. I've had Land Rovers before in the past, and I've run them on veggie oil and it's been fine. It's the thing when people tell you shouldn't do stuff, do your own research. Maybe you can. Oh, nice. Craig's got a straight cut gearbox in order. Dude, get a light and flywheel. Cozzies need a light and flywheel. So veggie oil, yeah, it's safe for the old engines. If you put it into a new engine, it won't like it. If you've got the mechanical pump, especially a Bosch pump, you should love it. My dad used to have a Montego estate, and that was diesel, and that loved it as well. Use half diesel, half cooking oil in the winter, runs perfect. The other thing you can do, you can put like a gallon of petrol in there, sort of thins it down a bit, that can help. DJ says, don't know if you don't try. Absolutely, you don't know if you don't try. People have been telling me for years, don't do self-righting on the X-Max. Don't do it. You're going to kill the diffs. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to blow your tyres out. I've been doing it for 6 years and never had a problem. I've seen all my friends do it. They've never had a problem. So, often when people tell you not to do something, it's Chinese whisper. One person says something, they tell the next person, they tell the next person. And by the time you hear about it, it's gone through like 20 different people. And suddenly a new myth has been born. And it's not even true. So people saying you can't put cooking oil in a Landy, nonsense. I've been running Land Rovers on cooking oil for years, and it loves it. Been doing self-rights and X-Maxes for years, loves it. Loads of people said you'll never get a monster truck. Well, I've got one now. Loads of people said I'll never make any money on the internet. Well, I'll make all of my money now on the internet. So no point listening to the naysayers. You can listen to other people, but don't take it as gospel. Do your own research. Try it for yourself. I mean, if there's no proof about something, it might just be a Chinese whisper going around, and it's a load of BS. And you think how many miles of running do you think people have done? Have been running over to recover their X-Max when they could have just hit a button on the controller, self-righted it, and carried on. And how many people are not doing it because someone on the internet said it blows diffs when it doesn't? I'm not saying you definitely won't, but I mean, if I've been doing it for 6 years. And all of my friends have been doing it for God knows how many years, and none of us have had any problems. I mean, what's the chances of it stripping a diff? And if it does, so what? 20 quid, $20. How to put bearing apart? You can take them apart, but they don't normally go back together again. Kev, put olive oil. It probably would work. But it's expensive. I mean, there's no point really. It's more money than diesel. That's it, Craig. If you don't try, you can't succeed. If you listen to all the naysayers in your life that tell you it can't be done, you'll never get anywhere. You'll be flipping burgers in McDonald's and that'll be it. You'll never progress. You'll never progress. All of us are so much more capable than what we think we are. We're all probably operating at like 1% potential. And if you just apply yourself a little bit of persistence, a little bit of trying stuff, a little bit of using your noddle a little bit and thinking about stuff logically, it's amazing what you can pull off. Dad used to filter chippy oil for a loaf of bread. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go really cheap, you go to a chip shop and get the old oil, filter it, and chuck that in. I'm too lazy to do that, but it's a good way. You know, if you want to be green, if you want to keep Greta happy, that's the best way to do it. You don't really get much pollution out of the old cooking oil, and it gets rid of the old oil. So everyone's a winner. The chip shop's happy because all the old oil's gone. Greta's happy because you're not polluting, and you're happy because you're saving your money. And the more money you save on diesel, the more money you got for RC cars. Everybody happy. Prove that you put sunflower oil in on show. Do I have to? I mean, if you guys really want to see it, I'll pour one in. I mean, I don't really care if you don't believe me. So look, Ali runs his 1990 Land Rover on sunflower oil. Greta equals lame. Do you know what? She's just a puppet. You know, she's just saying what other people have told her to say. When you see her without a script, you'll see what she's really like. She doesn't know what to say. So you've got to feel sorry for her, really. I know I do mock her a little bit. And she's only a kid. And you probably have got to feel sorry for her because she doesn't know what she's talking about, really. She's just reading a script. No, I mean, I'm not going to put olive oil in there. It's too expensive. I've put old engine oil in there before and it worked fine. Who makes the carbon drive shafts for the infraction? That is Raz Schifrin. Check out his YouTube channel. I haven't tried any yet myself, but if he says they're good, they're probably going to be good. What's more expensive, gas or diesel? I don't know. It's about the same, I think. I don't know. I don't really look. I'm crap with prices. Put sugar into your tank. It's good, says Robert. Robert, you're an idiot. You're definitely one of those Mr. Know-it-alls, aren't you? Definitely one of those Mr. Know-it-alls. I bet you're a one-upper as well, eh? I bet you're also a one-upper. Every time someone tells a story, you've done better or your mate Dave done better. Her carbon footprint is massive. Probably is going around everywhere. Make Andy run, let the Defender roll coal. It rolls a little bit of coal, but not too much. How's the house hunting going? I'm still looking, dude. And I have considered moving abroad to America, but not yet. I want to have a place here first. Raz Schifrin is nearing 203 mile an hour. Do you think you can beat him to it? He'll probably beat me to it, dude, to be honest. I mean, Raz Schifrin, that's his life, speed running, making YouTube videos, speed running. He's been doing it for years and years and years. He knows all the techniques behind it and he works it all out properly. And he's got the perfect location for it. I mean, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just chucking in a load of power. I've probably got double the power to Raz, but I don't know what I'm doing. So it's probably going to end up in a lot of crashes. So I'm sure we'll pull it off in the end, but no, not yet. Oh, God, Mystery Fit wants to see proof that I put sunflower oil in my car. Mike says 5 pence more expensive per litre than diesel. Yeah, probably. Tune Defender to 750 horses. I want to put a Cummins in there, I think. I mean, diesel's oil anyway, you know. Give Claire a time out. No, Claire's a moderator. She's making sure that you lot behave. Do a video on the Schumacher Atom. You know what? I might take it racing at some point and we'll do a little video. Andrew wants to know when we're taking the Project 200 out again. I don't know. No idea when. No idea when. I've seen a few comments where people don't believe me about the Reggie oil. Let's put one in then. If it makes you happy, let's put one in. Let's put one in then if it makes you happy. It's getting dark now. Ah, dear. Ah, dear. The things we do for you. Don't you pay tax on fuel? Not on this, we don't. Don't pay any tax on this. Get that lid off of there. Oh, it doesn't want to come off now. Yeah, well, stay there, tripod. There we go. I'm gonna have to set you down over here. I can't. I've got to have 2 hands for putting it in. There we go. There we go. There we go. Andy loves it. There we go. In we go. In we go. There we go, we're in. Happy now? Happy now? There we go. We're in. It's funny, you know, some people always try and call me out to say I'm lying. That's not my game, guys. I don't do lying. With me, what you see is what you get. What's the point of lying? I mean, I've got, you know, I know certain people that are complete bullshitters. They lie about everything and nothing they say you can believe. And, you know, what is the point of lying about things and then nobody believes a word you say? I mean, what good is that? I mean, one of the most best things that you can have is to be trustworthy and people trust when you say something. You know, for business, in everything. I mean, why would you want to be known as a liar? So, you know, I never lie. What I say is what it is. So, there you go. Claire says lies ruin lives. Absolutely, they do. And, you know, I've had friends before that have turned out to be complete liars. It's like, they've done this and they've done that and they've got 1,000 horsepower in this. And it's all lies. In the end, you can't talk to them. I mean, what's the point even listening to someone? I mean, if I'm a liar, nobody's going to watch my videos because everything's going to be a load of BS. No one's going to click on the affiliate link and buy any cars because they're going to think I'm only saying it's good. I wouldn't sell any eBay courses. I wouldn't get any views on any videos. So what benefit is there to lie? There isn't none. And normally, 9 times out of 10, if somebody accuses you of being a liar, they are normally a liar themselves. That's normally how it works. When somebody accuses somebody else of being a scammer, they are normally, in fact, a scammer themselves. Because, you know, you kind of judge others based how you are yourself. So, you know, I normally trust everyone first, unless they give me a reason not to. And, you know, maybe that's a weakness, to be too trusting. But, you know, you get a lot of people that just won't trust anyone at all. And those sort of people are usually untrustworthy themselves. Kev, where's the gold play button? Oh, I don't know. They're long-winded with that. Bruce said he's considering going diesel now. If you want to put Reggie oil into a diesel, make sure it's an old diesel. It's got to be a mechanical pump. A Bosch pump, ideally. So, old Land Rover's perfect. I think if you put it into a modern diesel, it's just going to mess it up. I don't even know what would happen. It probably won't even run. Don't lie, be wise. It only gets you into more trouble, says I Like RC. That's it. I mean, you don't have to share everything. I mean, there's certain things that people want to keep secret or keep private. You know, everyone's got things they want to keep private and not tell everybody. And that's fine. But lying, nah. If you don't want to say something, just say I don't want to talk about it or just don't mention it. But to lie, it's just pointless. And the thing is, when people lie, they'll tell you one lie one day, the next day is a different lie, the next day is a different lie. You know, a lie, you can't remember a lie. You'll mess it up and you'll get it wrong and it'll be obvious. Whilst when you tell the truth, you say actually what happened and it's easy. So liars normally get exposed in the end. So, no, you know, I'm not bothered. If somebody accuses me of being a liar, that's fine. You know, they're probably a liar themselves. Will we ever buy a Mini again, says Soul. Yes, probably, but I want to make it rear-wheel drive. Probably put a Cosworth engine in there. How about giving Andy some extra turbo power? I mean, I've put the turbo boost up. We've wound the pump up, so we've got more going in, but it's still not fast, really. I think it might have 150 horses, maybe, maximum. Probably not even that. Maybe 130, 140, who knows. But it really wants a bigger engine in there. That's it, John. You only got to remember one story when it's a true story. Make up lies. You'll soon fall over yourself and look silly. Liars are selfish. Never thought about it, really. I mean, they could be, I suppose. I suppose it depends what they're lying about. I mean, there's different sorts of liars. There's liars that lie to get themselves out of trouble. There's liars that lie to try and get things for their benefit, you know, like sell stuff and things like that. There's liars that just lie just for the hell of it to make themselves look better. And I think all of it ultimately is going to make someone drop, you know. To build up a good reputation takes years and years and years, you know, and I work hard to build up the best reputation I possibly can. But you can ruin your reputation in seconds. I mean, if I was just to tell you guys this is really good, and then you go out and buy one and it sucks, then that's the last time you're going to buy one, isn't it? I mean, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, that Kev's a liar. So David says government liars. Well, yeah, I mean, everyone knows that, didn't they? Well, recently maybe everyone doesn't, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have woken up to the fact now that governments just lie. 2 weeks to flatten the curve. One more shot. Oh, only one more shot to get your freedom back. Oh, only another shot to get your freedom back. And people still believe it. The minute you get your freedom back is when you turn the TV off and don't listen to them. But the trouble is, everyone's got to do it. When there's too many sheep that go along with it all, it ruins it for everyone, really, at the end of the day. Do RC car giveaways, said Rex. No, I don't do giveaways anymore. I've done giveaways and I get ripped off all the time. He might end up like Biden, keep lying. See, that's one thing about Trump. I mean, as far as I know, he never lies. If he says he's going to do something, he does it. I know some people hate him. A lot of people hate Trump, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to go all politics. That's not what his channel's all about. But some people hate him. But well, he says how it is, isn't he? You got to give him credit for that. Joe says, I have vaccine. Good for you, bro. I'm pro-choice. So if you want it, you take it. If you don't want it, you don't take it. You know, I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I'm for you doing your own research and do whatever you feel is best for you. Martin says Trump lies a lot. Well, maybe he does. Who knows? Let's go, Brandon. So, yeah, I know Trump's got a lot of haters, but you think the more popular someone is, the more haters they have. You know, look at the most popular YouTubers. They normally got a ton of haters. So, you know, someone as popular as Trump, he's probably the world's most famous person, isn't he? Probably. So he's going to have the most haters. Kev Turbo on Maminator. I'd supercharge it if I knew how. That would be epic. Someone goes all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. I prefer four-wheel drive, personally. Rear-wheel drive on RC cars, I can't do it. It just spins around in circles. And in real cars, it's dangerous, isn't it? I mean, it's more fun rear-wheel drive. It's a bit slower, but it's more fun. But, yeah, I mean, when I got Sierra Cosworth, that was 400 brake. And the amount of times I spun that out, I nearly crashed it. At least with the Lambo, with four-wheel drive, you put your foot down and it goes relatively straight. I mean, you can get the back end out a little bit, like Craig found out. Hey, Mario just got a big rock after 2 years of being sober. Nice one, dude. Congratulations. Everyone's saying, let's go, Brandon. That's brilliant. Let's go, Brandon. It's like the best thing that could have happened. And perfectly sums up the woke BS media. Perfectly. Oh dear. Anyone that believes mainstream media, I mean, you got to do a bit of research, Jesus. Have you got the supercharger on the Lambo? No, Paul, not yet. I might turbo it because a lot of you guys are saying that. Craig says rear-wheel drive all the way. Well, Craig, you've got the skills. Well, I don't know. Have you got the skills? You've crashed a couple of Sierras, haven't you? Yeah, we all run it. We all run out of skills at some point. How many old Fords have you crashed, Craig? SGT goes, go woke, go broke. Guys, I don't want to go political, but oh my God, that wokery. Jesus Christ, get the hell out of here. I mean, does anyone actually like that woke stuff? I mean, I've not met anyone actually that actually likes it. I mean, everyone I've ever spoken to hates it. Claire, have you not seen the Let's Go Brandon? I mean, it started off with Brandon, who is a racing driver, and they was interviewing him. They was doing an interview on him after a race, and the crowd were chanting, F you, Biden! No, F Joe Biden! F Joe Biden! They were all chanting. And then the interviewer goes, oh, look at that! They're all saying, let's go, Brandon! Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. When Rokery bites herself in the butt. Gotta love it. Show your cheapest car and the most expensive. Well, the most expensive one is the Raminator, which you can see just there. And the cheapest one is maybe that. Maybe that. I'm not good with prices, you know. People do sometimes say that I'm obsessed with money. But yeah, I do try and earn as much as I can. But then when it comes to spending it, I don't really look at the prices of stuff. I just spend it. So everyone's obsessed at some point. You're either obsessed with not having it, or you're obsessed with having it, or when you go shopping, you're obsessed with seeing how much everything costs to see if you can afford it. So everyone's obsessed. You just got to choose your obsessed, haven't you? Unless, of course, you're born rich, then I suppose you can just get everything for free and not worry about it. But, you know, for most of us that start with zero, you've either got to be obsessed with not having it and be penny pinching, or you've got to be obsessed with having it. So choose your obsessedness. End of the day, the idiot abroad, he summed it up perfectly. Everybody wants to sit on their ass. So either you work really hard now so that you can sit on your ass when you're older, or people are lazy now and they just want to sit on their ass now. But either way, everybody just wants to sit on their ass, don't they? Stamp for president, God help us. He'd probably do better than what's in there now. Are you still teaching your eBay courses? I am, yes. I have a YouTube course and an eBay course and a mindset course. So basically, I teach everything that I have learned about making money online. And although now, at this time, I'll make more money on YouTube, I still recommend most people to start on the eBay, because eBay, you can make money within like a few weeks. On YouTube, you're going to be probably years in and more than likely make nothing at all. So, you know, I would recommend the easiest way to start with, and then see how you get on with that. System says he really wants the eBay course. Well, I've got a free one if you want to start off on the free one. I've got a paid for one that I share everything. It's like the complete blueprint, the full step-by-step 11-step guide that walks you all the way through the whole process of everything. Or I've got a free one to get you going on. If you're not sure, start off on the free one, see if you can make any money, and off you go. What is the best basher around $500 or $600? Oh, I'm not good with prices, dude. I really am the worst person to ask. I mean, X-Max? No, that's probably more. Slash? One of the 3 or 4 West Armours? Monster truck named Red Bull. Oh, I want my own. I want my own liability. What about the tax part? Tax part? When it comes to taxes, I cannot legally give legal advice. I can show you how you can make money. I can show you that. But when it comes to having to pay your taxes, I would recommend you go to an accountant. That's what I do. They don't charge much. They charge you a small fee every month. It depends how complicated your taxes are. I mean, my taxes now are quite complicated. So I've got so many different incomes and from all over the world. And some are VAT and some are not VAT. And all the VAT stuff they've got to do every 3 months, and then there's my personal tax and the corporation tax and blah blah blah. So, but you know, even for me, it's not that much really. But you know, if you're just starting out on eBay, then to get an accountant to set up your company and to do your taxes for you is not going to cost you much. If you can do it yourself, but the amount of time it takes, you'd be better off spending that time you'd spend on doing taxes, spend that on making money, and then give that money you've made to your accountant, and then spend your time making money. Because it's easier to make money than it is to save money. You know, everybody's always obsessed about saving money, but how much can you save? I mean, if you want to save, saying your accountant costs you, say, £50 a month or $50 a month, and you're spending not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours trying to do your taxes yourself, you could spend that time instead on putting it into your eBay business, and you could make thousands in the same time. So, you know, that's it, Martin. A good accountant earns himself, herself. Absolutely. I mean, you go to a good accountant, the amount of money they save you a lot more than what it costs to have them. So, but, you know, when you first start out, you don't need a really high-end accountant. You just want somebody that knows the law and somebody that knows how to do your books and keep you legal and get you paying the right amount of taxes. That's all you need to start with. And then once you start making hundreds of thousands or millions, then you can start looking into like more qualified accountants that are going to really work to get your tax bill down to a minimum. Thanks for the tip, says E. Peterson. That's all right, buddy. If I can help someone, great. I mean, I know sometimes it's difficult what you talk about on here because sometimes like you answer a comment and nobody cares. So most people are here for the RC. Well, most people are here because they want to see this. So but I suppose now's a little bonus. We have a little waffle. But we're going to sign out in a minute. I'm going to just about to start filming another video in a minute, actually. I saved the coins, said Ahmed. What sort of coins do you save, dude? System says best year and model Defender to get. I would say the best year is pre-98. A TDI. Once it goes TD5, I mean, they're good engines still, but they're all electric. So it's more difficult to work on it. You've got electric throttle cable. You can't run it on Reggie oil. So I'd get a 98 or older 300 TDI. Oh, pardon me. Or you can get a 200 TDI, which are just as good, really, but they're a little bit not as refined. Not that they're really refined much anyway, but... What if the banks take all your savings, like in Cyprus, says David? Well, they've signed the laws here in the UK and in America. It's called the bail-in laws. And they've signed them over here, so if the banks are broke, instead of the government bailing them out, you bail them out as a depositor. So they can take your money to get themselves out of the trouble. And I think in Cyprus and Greece, anyone that had over 100,000 in there, they took it. So I don't trust the banks. I'd get you, I'm not going to give you financial advice, but, advice to me, get the money out. Spend it on investments. Keeping it in the banks, just asking for it to get taken, isn't it? Where is Creighton Forest? Creighton Forest is just behind my head, over there. Russell RC in the house. How you doing, dude? Kev, you look so young. What do you do? I don't really have any stress. I mean, I think stress is probably the biggest contributor to getting old. They say if you eat healthily and you're stressed, you're actually more unhealthy than if you eat junk and you're not stressed. So eat healthy, get plenty of fresh air, exercise. I don't exercise enough. I should get back on it, really. And try not to get stressed. If something in your life gets you stressed, get rid of whatever the stress is. If you're in a relationship that's not right, that's going to stress you out. Get rid of it. If you've got a job that stresses you out, change jobs. If you're stressed out because you haven't got enough money, do something about it. Make more money. Whatever it is that stresses you out, find what it is and fix it. I mean, a lot of people turn to antidepressants when they're stressed out and stuff. And, I'm not here to say what you should do, but in my opinion, for most people, they're not good. Depression is there naturally to tell you that something's wrong. And if something's getting you depressed in life, it's a defense mechanism to tell your body and to tell you to do something different. But if you take antidepressants, then suddenly you're not going to care and you're going to carry on doing what makes you depressed and you'll never fix the underlying issue. So that's just my opinion. I'm not saying if any of you guys are on antidepressants, don't come off of them and say Kev said. But, that's my opinion and my advice to me. I've never had them and I never will, personally. Drive to Creighton at a skate park again. I'm sure we will, Amber. I'm sure we will at some point. I don't know when, though. Do you scuba dive? No, I'm scared of going underwater. Justin wants to comment more than every 60 seconds. This is stop people spamming, Claire says. There you go, absolutely. How's the man flu, Claire? Claire's got man flu. And as we all know, man flu is like the worst flu. You can't get worse than man flu. Mario says, Kev, you are totally correct. It's just my opinion, you know. I'm not qualified to give medical advice. I'm not qualified to give financial advice. But, you know, I can tell you what I do and you can make your own mind up. Paul says, Lambo depressed me because I don't have one. That's the thing. With stuff like Lambos and materialistic stuff, it's a momentary fix, you know. You get a bit of dopamine hit, but it soon wears off again. You know, when I got the Lambo, I was buzzing for a week or so, and then it soon goes back to normal. And then it's just a pain in the arse. You know, you park it anywhere, you're just stressed out thinking someone's going to open a door on it. Every time stones flick up, you're like, ugh. So, Kev, do you party hard? No, I don't drink very often. Every now and then I might have a drink. I probably get drunk about twice a year, but not often. I can't do the hangovers these days. Got Tomley in the house. How you doing? Oh, Claire's dying. Are you getting any better, Claire, or are you getting worse? Exotic says every RC YouTuber I know is here. Hey, wicked! We got all the good YouTubers in the house. Is weed legal over there? No, I don't think. No, it isn't legal. But people smoke it anyway. I don't think it makes much difference if it's legal or not. If people want to smoke it, they smoke it. And fair play to them. If they want to smoke it and they're not harming anybody else, and it's their money that they've earned, then do what makes you happy. Claire says my voice is almost gone. Ian likes this. No waffling for you, Claire. Do the YouTube voice, says Beast. In this video, we're going to unbox the WL Toys A959. Are you going to make the felony AS? I probably will when I run out of ideas or videos. I'll probably do it. Want to sell you my Egress? Oh, I wouldn't mind an Egress one day, but I want to get a new one and build it. Will you sit on the Raminator? If you have a look on the first Raminator video, you'll see me sitting on it. Emily in the house. How you doing, Emily? Do you have an RC jet boat? Don't think so. Is that the one where the propeller's all inside? If it is, no, I don't think so. But as I said, Claire needs a bottle of wine or two. Paul says he wants to see Tiny, Claire, Ian, Martin and all the others in one live stream. That would be good. We'll have to do that at some point, get the whole crew in the house and do a live. Well, we do quite a few lives when we're out bashing. Kev, what is the best RC to race on dirt tracks? I'm not really a racer, but probably a Creighton maybe? Don't know. What's up, Brandy? How you doing? Where's Armour Fanboy? He's still shy. Best one Temscale basher, someone says. For the price, probably the 3S Armours, probably. Hey, Tomley's been a Traxxas fanboy and he's been to the beach with his Summit today. I want to make my one brushless. I've got to get on there. I've forgotten about my Summit because it's right up on the shelf behind all the junk up there. I never see it. Can you swim? Yes, Josh, but I don't. I used to swim until I found out that most people pee in the pool, and I was like, stuff that. Get some drones on your channel, says Robert. No, Robert, there you go. You're being a bit more sensible now. But not that much more sensible, though, because the drone videos never really get any views. So I want to get the new, what's it, the DJI Mini 2. I want to get that one. But I'm waiting for a new one to come out. Because I've got a couple of drones. I've got a couple of race drones, but I want to use them for filming stuff, you know, not for actually filming the drone. I want to get footage with them. Hey, thanks, Ali. He says, this channel is awesome. Thanks, dude. Mike Wood says, same on swimming for me. I see like a little poll where they asked people if they pee in the pool, and 50% of the people admitted to peeing in the pool, and the other 50% said they don't, but how many of those are lying? So it's probably fair to assume that definitely over 50% of people pee in the pool. And if you think, how often do they change the water in the pool? Like once a year, once every 2 years? I've got no idea. But you think the amount of water evaporating out of that pool and people peeing in it all the time, I mean, that must be almost pure pee. And when they first put fresh water into a pool and put the chlorine in, there's no smell. The chlorine doesn't smell. The chlorine only smells when it mixes with pee. So when you go to a swimming pool and it smells like chlorine really strongly, it's the pee you're smelling. So if you go to a swimming pool and it stinks of chlorine, I would turn the other way and get the hell out of there. Unless you like swimming in a toilet. Robert says he's very sensible. That's it, micro builder. The more chlorine you smell, the more pee there is. Exactly that. Kev, the water you drink is recycled. Well, that's fine. You know, when water evaporates and it rains and it goes through a mountain and it filters out, you know, it's all naturally filtered. That's natural. But, you know, when the pool's full of urine and you're swimming in it, ugh, no. No. Stings your eyes. Yeah, that's probably the pee, isn't it? Probably. RT says fake news. No, it's not fake news. Josh says, any update on the forklift? It should come next week. So, hopefully it does. I need the bloody thing, though. If it doesn't come, it's going to be difficult for me to do the stuff with the monster truck, what I've got to do. How much is Dumbo radios? They're about £20 to £30, dollars, something like that. FaceTime Stemp Kev. No, we'll live him when he's here in person if he wants. Make the Summit TP powered up. I mean, we could do. I think I want to make it censored, though, so that it can crawl good. Do you need a forklift license? No. I mean, if you use it on a building site, probably, but if I'm just using it in my shop, nah. Have you chatted with Jason Dearden about armour products? I've chatted to him every now and then, occasionally on Facebook, but not much. But never in person, really. Do you have Traxxas Stampede 4x4? I don't, Beast, but I do have one ordered. Do you play games on your PC? No, RC dude, I don't really. I mean, on my old PC, I've done a little bit of gaming, and I've got a gaming channel called Overgear. The idea of that was for lockdown, and then, you know, they said 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and I went with the 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and then we didn't need to do lockdown anymore after that. So I carried on making RC videos. Phil goes, please notice me. There you go, you're noticed. Sean says he comes here to listen to Kev's mindset. You know, I wouldn't say I've got the perfect mindset, but it's perfect for me, you know. Kev, what's your plans on the drag car build? That's a top secret in a minute. Do you like cricket? No, not for me, dude. How come you charge your batteries on computer USB? Well, when the charger comes with a USB, I've got a proper charging bank over there, but it's got other stuff plugged into it. So it's easier just to plug it into the computer. I mean, a lot of people said you shouldn't do it because they might have malware on there or something, or malware, whatever you call it. So I probably shouldn't really do it, but yeah. Paul says, your mindset is perfect for you. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. I can always better it. We can always learn more. I know when it comes to business, 50% of it is mindset. You know, you could have all the skills in the world. You could know everything there is to know about selling on eBay, but if you've got the wrong mindset, you're not going to make any money at all. But on the flip side, you could have the perfect business mindset and not have any skill in any business in particular, and you'll also make no money. So you need both. You need the skill set and the mindset. But it's something that you grow over time. It's not like you've got it or you haven't. You just get better at it all the time. So I think for me, I'm steering on the right track of the better mindset. But, you know, we learn until we're dead, I suppose. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. So as long as you know a little bit more today than you did yesterday, it's all good. Do you ever go to the pub with the lads, Kev? Not often, every now and then. I used to back in the day when I quit my job and I was just getting drunk. You know, I had a year of getting drunk sort of 3 or 4 times a week, but not anymore now. I'm just focused on hitting goals and stuff. Have you had an FTX Outlaw? I haven't. I haven't had that. If you had to pick infraction, V2 or felony, I prefer the infraction personally. Someone said best X-Max tyres. I like the stock ones. Stock tyres for me. Kev streams are always 10% RC, 90% facts. You know, I'd say it's more opinions, really. You know, a big mistake that a lot of people make is that they think that opinion is fact. And they'll be like arguing and arguing and arguing. And at the end of the day, it's just opinion. Everyone's got a different opinion. And I think you've also always got to be open to whatever you think is right, that you could be wrong. You know, I think you should never think that you're 100% I'm right, 100%, because, you know, you might be wrong. And you might be, like, your whole life be thinking the wrong thing because you've got a closed mind. So I think no matter what your mindset is, whatever your belief, whatever your opinion, I think you've always got to be open that you could be wrong, and be open to the other side and listen to the other side, and always evolve and sort of adjust your opinion and stuff to like what's current. How do you recommend the Mojave 1 out of 10? I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to give a number 1 to 10 because it's not my sort of RC. I don't really like it, really. And I know some people really love it. So, you know, to me, the Mojave is probably one of the last RC cars that I'd pick up if I go out and want to play RCs. So, you know, not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my type of RC. If I want to bash, I'll pick up a Creighton or an X-Max. If I want something like a short course to look scale and realistic, then I'll get the UDR. Tomley's a Mojave EXB fan. Well, there you go. Tomley loves it. So not that I've got anything against the Mojave. It's just not my sort of RC. Jesse said Mojave isn't really a basher. Well, I don't really know what it is. I mean, it's not scale and it's not a basher. So what is it? I mean, I know it rips. It's fast. You can jump it. You can send it to the moon. I mean, it is a good RC car. But, I mean, to me, I'd rather have a Creighton or the UDR. But I suppose if you want a UDR and a Creighton and you can only afford one, then I suppose the Mojave might be the perfect one, maybe. I don't know. But that's what the good thing is about this hobby. You know, there's so many different options, so many different cars. You've got electric, nitro, brushless, big cars, little cars, short courses, monster trucks, buggies, different brands. I mean, you know, that's the great thing about this hobby is that there's choice. You can get what makes you happy. And people often say to me, what's the best RC car? I mean, to me, X-Max and Raminator. But that's not necessarily going to be your favourite RC car or your best RC car. So it's different for everyone. Whichever one puts the biggest smile on your face, that is the best RC car. Mojave is a racer, says Jax. I wouldn't even say it's a racer. I mean, a racer is like the touring cars, the 2-cell touring cars and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what the Mojave is. It's not really a racer, is it? Really? You know, it's not a racer. It's not a basher. It's not a scale rig. I mean, it's there for fun, isn't it? And if you have fun out of it, it's perfect. RC Taz says it's lovely to have choice. Yes, absolutely. It's lovely to have choice. You know, you get a lot of people that hate Traxxas, you get people that hate Armour, but the two brands, they kind of compete, and it leads to both making better cars. Imagine there was only one RC brand, then they would all suck. I've seen that we've got so much choice and so many different companies, they've all got to do a good job at making a good car, otherwise they go out of business. Drift Rover Guinea with Stempy, that would make a good video. It's front wheel drive, that thing won't drift. People are asking about Claire, she's gone to sleep, someone says, maybe. Or maybe she's died, she's got man flu. Good chance of dying when you got man flu. There you go, Micro Builder, that is capitalism. You get a lot of people that complain about capitalism, but then they want to live in a capitalist country. So the only people that complain about capitalism are people that benefit from it. So, you know, you go to a country that hasn't got it, like Cuba, and see how you like it there. But, you know, people won't want to move. That's the thing with the old socialism and communism. It works for like 10 minutes until rich people's money runs out, and then it flops for everyone. In capitalism, everybody's richer. You got the super rich, you got business people, and you got workers, but everybody's better off. You go to the socialist stuff and the communist stuff, it's just like no one really does well. It just goes to crap. Just look at the countries that are those sort of countries. They all go to crap. So anyone that wants a country to be like that, I suggest you go to a country that is like that, like Cuba or Venezuela or somewhere like that, and just see what it's like for yourself. Live there for a few years and see if that system's better. See how you like it. It's always easy to say it when you're living in a country that's doing well, where, you know, you can make anything of yourself that you want. It's good to it's easy to complain, but, you know, before you wish something to change, go somewhere where there is already like that and see what it's like. Davey says, right on, Kev. Any Swedes? Well, Swedes, you can still have your own business, can't you? I mean, it's not... I mean, I suppose they're a little bit socialistic, aren't they? Whatever you call it, but... Anyway, we're not talking politics on here. We're talking about RCs and making your life better. What do you think of the new Drag Slash? It's a cool car, but I can't really click with the drag racing. It's not really me. So, I don't know. I mean, it's cool as a car. I had more fun drifting it, but I don't think I can get into the drag racing, really. I mean, I will have a little go, but I might be able to get into it. RC Taz said grass isn't always greener. Absolutely. It's always sort of think, oh, it sucks, and then you want something else, but be careful what you wish for. Be very careful what you wish for. You know, we're probably living, you know, minus the past couple of years for some people, but, you know, really, we're living really in the best times now. And if we're not careful, we can ruin it and lose it all. So be very careful what you wish for. You know, there's never been a time in history where you can just do anything you want from home, make a living from home, and build any business you want, and do anything you want in life. You know, the American dream, you know, same in Britain, Europe, you know, the dream's there. The dream is there for you to go after it, basically. But in some of these other systems, you haven't even got the option. In this capitalistic system, you can make anything you want out of your life. You want to do it, you can do it. But if you're in the other systems, you can't do anything. So, you know, at least now we've got choice. And it's normally the people that don't really have a clue about anything that want to change. It's normally the lazy people that want to do bugger all. They want to sit on their arse. They don't want to work. They want everything for free. They're the ones that want change. But at the end of the day, everyone as a community has to work. We all have to do something. We all have to contribute to the system. You know, if everybody just sits at home doing nothing, then there won't be nothing. You end up like Cuba, where there's nothing. You go into a shop and the shelves are empty. There's not really any cars. All the houses are crumbling. I mean, that's what you get when no one works. Phil says, can we talk about RC, please? Yeah, I mean, if you guys ask about RC questions, we'll talk about RC. Can you get a Mini Z? I was looking at Mini Z today, actually. Tommy sat on his arse eating Peter, watching me rant. Capitalism. You see, without capitalism, there'd be no YouTube. So all you guys now wouldn't be watching YouTube. You wouldn't have a television. You wouldn't have your iPhone. You wouldn't have a car. A lot of people still asking about the SCX6, so I will probably get one. Alan says Americans can't go to Cuba. Really? Are you liable if you crashed your RC into a passerby? Yes, you would be. So you're probably best off getting insurance. RC Taz says the Lambo's epic, fair play to you. That's the thing with that. That wouldn't exist if it wouldn't be for capitalism. None of that stuff would exist. I'll also go back to living in a cave. Have you fixed your Kraton 4S? Yeah, I think... oh, it needs a diff, actually. Apart from the diff, it's good. Do you like mayonnaise? Yeah, sometimes. What is a Rover Guinea? I've got a Rover 25 and one of you guys called it a Rover Guinea, so that's how it started. How much for a new Lambo exhaust? Oh, I don't know. No idea. Where's the Revo 3.3 video? Well, there is one video out, Rock and Roller RC. One video's out, the unboxing one, and I've been working on a second video. I've just got to edit it now. And today I was at Redfins and we was fitting trying to make it electric start from the controller, and it did work, and then it burnt out. So we've got to do a plan B, but we will do it. Fixed for the eRevo 2.0 problem, someone says. Well, someone says you can put the version 1 True Track on the rear if you modify the rear hub, so I might try it. Ah, Colby got himself an SCX24 yesterday. So cute. Yeah, I'm going to have an SCX24 video coming soon. I've got to put, I've got a load of Trill upgrades to put on it. Someone says, what time is it in the UK? It is coming up to 7 o'clock. 10 minutes to 7. Someone says, Mojave or Slash? I prefer Slash, I would say. The thing that annoys me the most about the Mojave is every time I take it out, the body gets smashed off. Every single time. Love the Dodge Power Wagon. Yeah, that's a nice car. It's nice. Is it disrespectful to run RC on the golf course, or do you have permission? Well, that golf course that we go on, it's public land. And the golf course just rents the actual putting green. So we keep off of the putting green, but the rest of it is all public land, so there's not anything they can do. But yeah, we don't go on the green because they rent that part. What's your favourite crawler? TRX4 from what I've tried and seen so far. Do you like Slash or Lossy Baja way better? They're different cars, dude. I mean, they're both epic. Both different. Ashar said you used to be fat or thin. I used to be a lot thinner. When I was a kid, I was really skinny. So I think now I'm pretty normal, but the belly's got a little bit of fat around it. So need a little bit of work on that. SCX10 versus TRX4 someday, maybe. Thanks, I like RCs. He said, you're an awesome person. Please don't stop YouTube. I'm not planning to stop YouTube. I'll keep doing it as I'm having fun. At the moment, I'm loving it. Really enjoying YouTube. I love chatting with you guys. I love making videos. I love doing lives. I love filming, editing, all of it. I love the whole YouTube experience, all of it. I wouldn't change any of it. And I think that's the biggest thing that people don't like about YouTube is editing. So a lot of people, they start off a YouTube channel, they find out it takes like a day to edit a video, they get bored, and then before you know it, they quit. So I think with YouTube, you've got to enjoy the whole process. How do you find new bash bots? Well, we haven't really recently, but sometimes we look on Google Images and Google Maps and just type stuff in, like, and just see what comes up, or when people tell us, have you checked this place out? What is slow mode? Says Reg. Slow mode, you can make it so people can only comment once every certain amount of seconds. So I've got it set to 60 seconds because what was happening before is some people were copy and pasting the same comment in like 100 times in a row and just flooding the complete stream. So it stops all that. It makes it a little bit tidier. It makes it easier for everybody to comment. Go to Traxxas store. I don't think we've got one in the UK, I don't think. I like RC says, or you can hire an editor. You can hire an editor, but when you first start out and you're not making any money, and you haven't got any money, you can't really afford to do it, so you've got to do it yourself. I mean, I'm fortunate enough that I really enjoy editing. It's one of my favourite parts of making videos is editing. I love it. Battery or nitro? I like both, dude. I mean, if I had to have a choice, I'd go electric because, you know, that's what you use most of the time. But, you know, nitro is definitely... It's got something extra, isn't it? Like the noise, the smoke and everything. That's something that's missing with electric. Can you do a stream about pulling bearings apart? Not really, because I don't really know how you do it. I mean, I've taken the little dust shield off and re-oiled them, but when it comes to fully taking them apart, I have done it before, but I can't get it back together again. All the balls are on the floor. You know, you're not really supposed to take them apart like that. You know, you probably put all that effort into it, you're better off buying new ones. Do you have an armour shop in the UK? No, I don't think there's any one brand only shops here. Are you a golfer by any chance? No, I don't play golf. I've had a couple of goes on the little 10-hole pitch and putt for a bit of a laugh, but I can't do it. Last time I did that, I smashed someone's car window, so that was the end of that. Do you like American football? Says Daniel. I don't like any football personally. Seems like you're standing. Grab the laminator for a seat. Yeah. What inspired you to start YouTube? I did it for a bit of fun, really, to start with. And then I carried on enjoying it, and then the money started coming in, so I thought, might as well keep doing it. If I'd have not enjoyed it, I wouldn't have seen it through. I mean, I didn't really make any money for the first 3 or 4 years. I was making a loss. But I enjoyed doing it so much that I carried on doing it. Oh, Josh remembers when I smashed my own window. That was Martin. Martin smashed the window. Ben says, how's the monster truck going? Same as I showed you last time. Not much at the minute. We've got to get the wheels sent off, waiting for the engine to come. I'm just mounting the seat at the moment, but I need someone here to help me get the harness right height. I can't do that on my own. Rusty says, collab with Raz Schifrin. Yeah, I think he's on about coming over, actually. So maybe Ross on next year, maybe. We'll try and get Raz over. Do you like Traxxas controllers? Yeah, I don't mind the Traxxas controllers. They're not perfect, but they're not bad. Mr. David says, you've come so far since your first videos. Oh, thank you. I mean, everyone's first videos are a bit sucky, then they get better. What makes you the most money, eBay or YouTube? Total money made, it's probably quite even, but, you know, recently YouTube's making more. But up until sort of fairly recently, eBay's been making more. But it depends what you put the time into. I mean, I prefer making YouTube videos. I mean, YouTube does pay less than eBay, but it's so much more fun. So, you know, YouTube still pays well, so I'd rather focus on what's more fun. Start your own politics channel. No, I don't know about that. I'm no expert when it comes to politics. I've got my opinions, but that's all they are, opinions. You know, I don't claim to... Anything I say, I might be wrong. It's just my opinion. That's all it is. Have you ever met up with Raz in person? No, I'll chat to him on what's it we called it? On voice chat quite often, on the video chat. Garrett says, how do you find products on eBay? Oh man, I can't talk about that on here. It's a long process, but there's many ways. Easiest ways is to go around cheapo shops and scan stuff on your phone and see what it costs on eBay. And if you can find something a lot cheaper in the shop than what it is on eBay, buy it and stick it on eBay. I mean, you've got Alibaba, AliExpress, DHgate. You can look at other successful eBay sellers and see what they're selling and then see if there's a profit to be made. I mean, actually finding the products to sell, that's the easy part. But selling them, listing them in a way that they actually sell, that's the hard bit. Putra says, Kev, please say my name. There you go, Putra. Putra Zehari. Probably said it completely wrong, but there you go. Did I say it right? Kev, that's called repeat selling. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Where's the Lambo vids? There are Lambo vids. There are Lambo vids already out there. You need more moderators. That's all right. I mean, we've got the 60-second thing going on. It's not too bad. Yeah, I see a few of the comments coming up over and over and over again. We just ignore them. It was just nonsense being said. Techno Blade never lies says, do you have any interest in girls? Yes, I do, but I have more interest in reaching my goals and dreams. Morty says, say my name. You're just saying, all you guys that got foreign names, I'm just saying them all wrong. It's called flipping. I mean, yeah, some stuff's flipping, you know, that's more when you do it as a one-off, isn't it, flipping? But I suppose every selling's flipping, really, isn't it? I mean, Walmart, that's all flipping. You buy it cheap and you sell it higher. I mean, that's just any business. They buy a service low and they sell it for higher, product or service. So that's just really any business, really. You buy it for cheap, you add your little touch, you add your value, and you sell it on. So, you know, if you're making stuff in a factory, you're buying the raw materials and you're turning it into something and you're adding value that way and you're moving it on. If you're selling on eBay, maybe you're buying stuff in bulk from China and you're doing all that effort of going to China, you're buying it all in bulk, and then you're selling it on eBay and then you're sending it off. So you're adding value that way, where someone can just come along, click and buy now, and a couple of days later, they got the product. So, you know, you just got to add value. So a lot of people say, it's easy, Kev's selling an eBay course, but it's easy, all you do, you buy low and sell high. Well, that is the concept, but to actually pull it off is actually quite hard. Because what happens normally that people think that's all you got to do is you buy low and then they find out that it's not selling and then they sell lower and make a loss. So the trick is with eBay or any sales is you need to know how to sell. You need to know how to add value, give the customer the best service, and you got to know how to sell, basically. If you don't know how to sell and your only ammo in your toolbox is being the cheapest, you're going to sell at a loss. You know, it's the biggest mistake that most new eBay sellers make, or any sellers for that matter. They think for it to sell, they've got to be the cheapest. So they go on China, they have a look at stuff that they can buy, and then they look at the cheapest person that's selling it, and they think, oh, there's no money to be made. Well, if you're going to be the cheapest, no, you will not make any money. But if you know how to sell, you can sell at a higher price. And you can sell at a higher price than all your competition. And if you're doing a better job at selling it than your competition, then you're the one that's going to make the money. And everyone selling it for cheap are the ones that are going to go out of business. Hooray! Georgie's been a subscriber since 2017. How do you hang your RCs on the wall? Well, the top ones, they're just sitting across the beam. These other ones here, I've just put screws in the wall and they're hanging on the screws. And then the other ones are just sitting on shelves. Someone says Insta Live. And I haven't got many people on Insta. How do you get motivated? Says Garrett. I'll do what I want to do, basically. So I think if you enjoy doing it and you can see it growing, you automatically get motivated. I think if you have to push yourself to get motivated, then you're probably doing the wrong thing. Who is your role model? Oh, I've got many role models. I haven't got one particular role model. Claire's still breathing. Someone says, when's Claire's funeral? Not yet. Claire's still just alive, just probably. So I've got a few different role models, really. Not one in particular. Nick says tea or coffee? None for me, really. Declan says hit the like button for Kev. Yay! Thumbs up if you like the video, or thumbs down if you don't like the video, or if you suck. Is A Steve a good friend? Yes. Show us the burnout car. There you go. There's the 2 burnout cars just there. Can I share your channel on Facebook? Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Thank you very much. Claire saying it's a close one. You've just got man flu. Man up, Claire. Grow some hairs on your balls. Kev, more Nitro. I've got more Nitro content coming. That goof just upgraded to Windows 98. It's probably better. What do you always drink? What's in the coffee cup then? That is chicory. Normally chicory or cacao. What time is it? What time is it? Right, 7 o'clock. I think we're going to wrap up now. We're going to call it a day, guys. As always, thanks for stopping by. If you want to know more about this little car here, link to that down below. Kev's not a real British man. He doesn't like tea. I do like tea, but it just stains your teeth, doesn't it? And coffee is really unhealthy. But I like the taste of both of them. And occasionally, I will have a tea or a coffee, but very occasionally. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I will see you very soon in another video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month. Who knows? You know, I do YouTube for fun. I upload and live when I feel like it. You know, I don't want to push myself to do it. Otherwise, you get burnt out. So I'll just do it when I feel like it. So, yeah, there we go. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye, bye, bye.